The tension in the old study was so thick you could cut it with a knife. There we were, the last of the Drăghici line, huddled around a crumbling map with Elena, my grandfather's fiercely loyal assistant. The weight of our family's legacy, a legacy now twisted into a curse, pressed down on all of us. The talisman, our only hope, was in the hands of a monster who wore my ancestor's face. Just as Elena pointed to a hidden passage beneath the old church, a voice, smooth as silk yet sharp as glass, cut through the silence. "It seems you need my help." We all spun around. Standing in the doorway was a woman who was the spitting image of the portraits of Lysandra. My heart hammered against my ribs. Was this another trick? Another illusion sent to torment us? She stepped into the flickering candlelight, her eyes holding a depth of sorrow I couldn't comprehend. "My name is Anka," she said softly, "and I am Lysandra's twin sister." The room fell silent. A twin, the family journals, the town legends. They never mentioned a sister. Anka explained that when Lysandra fell to the shadow curse, their parents, desperate to protect their other daughter, sent her away, erasing her from history to keep her safe. She had lived in hiding, watching, waiting for the day the curse would reawaken. She told us of Lysandra's power, how the talisman amplifies her hunger, turning her into a phantom of insatiable greed. She wasn't just killing. She was consuming souls, erasing people from existence itself. As she spoke, a cold dread crept over me, a dread that had nothing to do with the supernatural. It was the chilling realization of what was happening outside our sheltered walls. While we planned, Lysandra was already moving. The village, once filled with the warm glow of evening lamps and the murmur of conversation, had fallen eerily quiet. She drifted through the cobbled streets like a wraith, a beautiful, terrifying specter. Her eyes, glowing with an unnatural light, scanned the shuttered windows, searching for her next meal. She found it an old man, Valeriu, who was barring his door. He was a kind soul who always had a piece of candy for the children. Lysandra didn't even touch him. She simply looked at him, and Valeriu gasped, his face contorting in a silent scream. His vibrant life force, the very essence of his being, was pulled from him in shimmering threads of light that flowed into Lysandra. He didn't fall. He just dissolved. First his skin, then his bones, until nothing was left but a pile of gray dust scattered on his doorstep by the evening breeze. Just like Andrei. Back in the study, Anka's words painted a grim picture. "The talisman doesn't just give her power," she warned, her voice trembling slightly. "It's a conduit. With every soul she consumes, the curse grows stronger, its roots digging deeper into this land. Soon, it won't just be the villagers. The curse will poison the soil, the water, everything. It will consume the entire valley." We looked at each other, the magnitude of our task settling upon us. This was no longer just about reclaiming a family heirloom or breaking a personal curse. We were fighting for the very soul of our home. We were the only ones who stood between Lysandra and total oblivion. Anka then revealed a secret known only to her bloodline. Lysandra had a weakness. The talisman, while her greatest strength, was also her anchor to this world. If we could sever her connection to it, even for a moment, she would be vulnerable. Our plan began to form, a desperate, dangerous gamble. We would have to lure her out, confront her directly, and try to reclaim the talisman before she consumed everything and everyone we held dear. The night grew darker, the silence outside more profound. We knew she was out there, her hunger growing with every life she extinguished. Time was no longer on our side. Every second we hesitated, another person turned to dust. The final confrontation was inevitable. The descendants of Drăghici, along with the ghosts from the past, were about to face the monster in our family's closet. And we had to win. Failure wasn't just an option. It was the end of everything. Thanks for watching. If you're as hooked on this story as we are, Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next chapter. See you then.